Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video of mine, and I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. As you can see, I got changed, I got ready. I was supposed to go outside, hang out with my friend and to create some content to explore the beautiful New Zealand, but he just gave me a text saying that he ran into a slightly problem, so he's going to be a bit late. As you can see, it's a beautiful day to go outside. Woo! The sun is out. So I don't really know when he's going to come back. I don't really know what kind of problem he ran into, but I just know that he's going to be late. So I don't really have anything else to do, and I was just scrolling through Instagram and I saw someone messaged me. So a few nights ago I took a screenshot of my notification and I uploaded it to my story, and the notification was regarding about how many sales I had for my e-commerce business. I think I uploaded the screenshot around 3 a.m. and I already had like around 11 orders, so 11 sales. So the guy messaged me and he was like, "Yo, I never knew you do this. Can you please teach me? Tell me more about your orders. How do you do the marketing side? How do you reach out to customers? And how do you drive traffic into your business?" So I thought about it, and I thought that was a pretty interesting question because everybody has a different strategy and everybody has different ways. So I went on Facebook and I searched up about other people's first sale, stuff like that, and I realized that their one's quite different to mine. Like their ones are very professional. For example, they do Google AdWords, Facebook Pixel, Facebook marketing, Facebook ads, stuff like that, and they spend a lot of money on marketing alone. But as for me, it's quite different. So I wanted to kind of talk about my first sale and how I did it. So like I said, everybody has a different ways of driving traffic to their website and earning a sale and getting that ching sound. So after doing a bit of a research, I realized that everybody uses like Facebook and Google AdWords, stuff like that. So they use kind of a professional and expensive way. But for me, it was very different. For me, it was so different because I started e-commerce just like around almost 3 years ago, and back then when we started, we kind of had to find another way to drive traffic towards people, because since there was no really a lot of tutorials online. But now thankfully there's tons. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, but you get what I mean. You probably come across them once in a while. So this is how my first sale went. I created a store. It was based on the glasses, the ones with the bamboo frame. So they look pretty cool. I found a good supplier, created a website within like a few hours. So pretty much my store was up and running in a day with all the items listed. I went to look at Google AdWords and it didn't really sound like my thing. It was a bit too competitive. I went to try Facebook ads and I realized that was quite different as well. It wasn't really my thing. I don't really know how to work it out properly. It felt like I needed to hire someone to do that for me. So after a few days later, I realized that I had some connection with some of the big Instagram pages. So I reached out to one of them and I was like, "Hey, how much do you do for a product shout?" And he was just like, "Oh, I charge $100 per post." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's quite expensive, right?" So I was like, "Nah, come on, let's make it a bit cheaper." Because I found other guys, they were doing a lot cheaper than that. Because $100, it sounded reasonable back then, but I just wanted to negotiate it. But then later on, I realized that there were people willing to do it for like $20 per shout, $40 per shout. So after negotiating with that guy, I managed to get it to $30 per shout, per post. So I created a post, I gave it to him and I was like, "When is a good time to post?" And he was like, "Oh, I'll post it in a few hours later." So the page that I'm talking about right now had around, I don't know, it was over 100k. And so I paid him through PayPal. Everything was ready to go. I sent him the post. So once everything was done and all I had to do was just wait for him to post it. And I remember exactly, I was sitting in class at uni and I heard my phone go cha-ching, cha-ching. So that was a pretty exciting moment, and I was like, "Oh, I haven't really heard of that before." And I completely forgot about it could be from Shopify. So I got my phone out and I looked at the notification and I realized that it was a Shopify app. And I was like, "Oh." And then it said like someone had purchased this for this much money. And for me, I was just blown away. I was like, "Oh my god, this is my first ever sale." And because it was so simple, like the product was only for like $4 from the supplier and I was selling it for like $35, stuff like that. So it was like a $30 profit. And I was just blown away. I was like, and I was freaking out. I was like, "Wait, what do I do? Did I just make $30 just like that?" And that was just the beginning. And then later on throughout the day, I got a few more sales from that guy. And so ever since then, I've been focusing on influencers a lot. And I reckon they pretty much bring the best engagement towards your website. They just work so well, especially the ones that are very loyal with their followers, stuff like that. They just work really well, and I haven't really ever done Facebook ads or Google ads for any of my e-commerce websites. For me, just influencers is a way. And the cool thing is right now I have a page with around 150k followers, actually 147k followers, and I quite use that for everything. So that's pretty much about it. That's all I have to say. I don't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to make it very simple and short for you guys, just to explain my story on how I got my first ever sale while I was in the e-commerce business. And I always thought it would be pretty interesting because I realized that everyone else is doing it so differently and they're spending so much money and time on it, and my one was just so simple and it's so effective. And I reckon influence is pretty underrated. They're pretty cheap, like $20 for a post. There's so many people that are willing to do that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they soon start asking $200 per post. Like, I would still do it because they're just so effective to get your brand up and running. And the other reason why I decided to make this video is just to motivate you guys, to show you guys how easy it is to make a living just from your phone alone. Like, there are people who are spending hours and hours and hours away from their family and hours of their lives at a job they don't even like, and they can barely make a living from it. And then here we are, we can just make a living from our phone, no matter where we are and no matter what we're doing. So it's it's something that everyone can do it. You don't really need a lot of qualification for it, and it's absolutely insane what you can do with your phone. And I just wanted to kind of spread the message, just motivate you guys out there to don't really give up on it. Just keep trying, and if you think that it will work, then it will definitely work. But you just have to keep and stay consistent with it. That's about it. I don't really want to make this video too long. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys are chasing that 2019 goal that you guys all promised at the start of 2019. I hope this has been going well, and I hope you guys are crashing it. And I'll be back with another video. So see you guys.